Well, those were the top stories. We're getting in news that is saying that the diplomat who was allegedly involved in the Gurgaon gang rape is a first secretary level officer, and he does enjoy diplomatic immunity. Now, the Ministry of External Affairs is also saying that they're waiting for a detailed report from the Gurgaon police, and if Gurgaon police says prima facie the rape is established and the interrogation of the accused is required, that's when the Ministry of External Affairs will step in and get into action. Maha joins us now for more on this story. So, Maha, this diplomat, he's already protected by diplomatic, immunity from any arrest or any other, forms of prosecution. What happens now?
Well, now the Ministry of External Affairs, as you just heard the spokesperson say, that they are waiting for a detailed report from the Gurgaon police. Now, if the Gurgaon police says that prima facie the crime is established, that these girls were raped and they were tortured by the family, in that case, the Ministry of External Affairs, the next step it takes is that they contact the Saudi embassy. They will ask the Saudi embassy to allow investigations to take place, which means that the Saudi embassy, remember under the Vienna Convention, diplomats get immunity, but the country to which they belong, and if they commit a crime, then that country can revoke their immunity. So that is the request that India will put in case the Gurgaon police comes up with a report and it says that the interrogation of the accused is required. If the Saudi embassy refuses to give the Indian side the means to investigate, that is, allow the diplomat to be questioned or interrogated, in that case, the Ministry of External Affairs has two options. One, to ask the country to which the diplomat belongs, that is Saudi Arabia, to recall him, and or to declare him persona non grata. That means he will have to leave the country. So we will have to first wait and see how the Gurgaon police proceeds. The MEA is still waiting for that detailed report. Once that detailed report comes in, the MEA goes ahead and contacts the Saudi embassy.
Absolutely. And Maha, PNG or persona non grata is believed to be one of the most serious forms of censure a country can apply to foreign diplomats. So let's see what really happens in this case. For now, thanks so much for getting us the very latest. Well, a horrific case of gang rape and assault of these two women of Nepal origin has come to light from Gurgaon. These ladies were reportedly part of a group of 30 women who were lured to Delhi on the premise of lucrative jobs. However, once they were in Delhi, the two women were sold off to Saudi nationals. They were then taken to Jeddah for around 2.5 months. The two ladies were then brought back to India. They were kept in a flat that is believed to have been owned by the Saudi national who was employed with an embassy in the national capital and was allegedly forced into prostitution. Now, this incident has come to light when another woman from Darjeeling was handed over to the flat owners, and she somehow managed to escape within 3 days and then informed members of an NGO, Mighty India, about the plight of the two ladies who were trapped in the flat. The Gurgaon police then rescued the two women from the clutches of Saudi nationals following a 3-hour struggle. The FIR also reveals that apart from the flat owner, other Saudi nationals also raped them and indulged in unnatural sex, and they were not even given food for days. They were beaten up mercilessly when they resisted. The police has registered an FIR. They're investigating the case. We just heard what the Ministry of External Affairs had to say a short while back. They have in fact sought an entire report from the Gurgaon police, and of course they have also asked the Saudi embassy, they have contacted the Saudi embassy, who so far have denied the allegations.
पहले इनको पहले सऊदी अरेबिया ले जाया गया था, फिर उनके बाद लगभग 1 महीना पहले उनको यहाँ लेके आया गया और समय समय पर इनकी बिना इनकी मर्जी के इनके साथ शारीरिक संबंध बनाए जाते रहे। जो घर के मालिक हैं वो सऊदी अरेबिया के निवासी वो, और उसके साथ और भी लोग आते जाते रहते थे यहाँ पे, जो इनके साथ इस तरह के शारीरिक रूप से इनके प्रताड़ना करते थे।
Sources have told India today that the Saudi embassy, meanwhile, has denied all these reports, and one of the diplomat is involved in the rape case that has emerged from Gurgaon. India today has also learned that the accused diplomat and his family are still in the country and they're reportedly crying foul. They're denying the allegations made by these two ladies who you see on your screens right now. The Saudi ambassador is also reportedly in touch with the Ministry of External Affairs, and the ambassador could be summoned if need be. Meanwhile, the Ministry of External Affairs has also taken cognizance of the rape that has been reported from Gurgaon. In fact, a statement from the MEA spokesperson said that they are seeking details about this case from the local police, and sources in the Nepalese embassy have told India Today that this issue is going to be taken up with the Ministry of External Affairs. And according to diplomats from Nepal, the issue is a sensitive one and that matters will be taken forward as per proper procedures. Additionally, the Nepalese embassy will also facilitate the return of the survivors to Nepal after the entire investigation is complete. In fact, speaking of that diplomatic immunity shield, well, diplomats cannot be arrested by the host country. Remember, this was ensured by the Vienna Convention that was signed in 1961, where immunity can only be waived by diplomats' country. Embassy diplomats and family get absolute immunity. Diplomatic immunity is a form of legal immunity that ensures diplomats are given a safe passage and are considered not susceptible to lawsuit or prosecution. In fact, limited immunity for consular diplomats is there, and diplomats can be deported or declared persona non grata if at all they have committed a crime in the country where they are staying in. And also, let's take a quick look at the rape laws that Saudi Arabia has in its own country. Now, the legal code is based on the Sharia law. There is no written law that criminalizes rape. If a rape survivor has violated quote-unquote parda, the victim stands to be punished as well. The accused has to either confess or there has to be 4 witnesses to the act. The punishment ranges from flogging to even execution.